friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Caitlin Workman, and here on this channel I empower and encourage other entrepreneurs. So I am a wedding photographer from a very small town in West Virginia, and I just love people. That's why I run my business. And so I love getting to connect with people, and I love just getting to empower and encourage others. And so if you are here and you are a photographer or any kind of entrepreneur, welcome. And I hope that this channel will give you some tips and tricks and just some encouragement along your entrepreneurial journey. So today I'm going to talk about ways to use Instagram to get dream clients, okay? When I started my business, I had no idea what I was doing, like many entrepreneurs, and I had a camera and I loved taking pictures and I loved making people feel good in front of the camera. But I had no business background and no marketing background, and I did have a social media, and that was free to just start showing up. And so what I found was that as I started showing up, I started getting dream clients, and still to this day I have people tell me, I am not getting any clients on social media, or how do I get clients who really appreciate me, or how do I connect with other people? How do I get in these places? And so today I just wanted to share some ways that you can start showing up on Instagram to get those dream clients. And I will give you a challenge at the end of every YouTube video that you can apply today to grow your business. So first tip for getting clients on Instagram, no matter what your business is, to share authentically. People are so tired of just people pretending to be other people, or people pretending that they are more put together than they are, right? And so I think it can be hard when, especially if you are a photographer or you have some visual aspect of your business, it can be hard because they come to your page and they just see the pretty things. But people want to buy from people. They want to connect with you as a business owner. I, as Caitlin Workman, have Caitlin Workman brides, right? I have these brides who come to me and they want to work with me because they know who I am and they know what I value and they know how I'm going to serve them on their wedding day. And it's the same way with you. A lot of people can copy your ideas and they can copy your, they can imitate things that you do, but they can't imitate who you are. That's what you have that is special. So remember, who you are is really important. So start showing up authentically as yourself. Some ways that I do this is I share about things like coffee. I share if I'm at a local coffee shop, and I share my Nespresso in the morning, and I just love coffee. And that sounds like a really silly thing, but just sharing that little piece of me helps me connect with other people. So when they are making their cup of coffee, they think about me, right? They think about, oh, Caitlin Workman, right? So think of things that are unique to you, things that you love, and just start sharing those things. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I live a very simple life. I'm a mom of 2 kids. We adopted our daughter through the foster care system. She's 10 years old, and then we have a son who is 2. And I share a lot about them. I share a lot about our story with our daughter. We started fostering her when she was 5 years old, and we adopted her. And so I shared a lot about our journey. I started my blog actually to just share about our journey as foster parents. And what I found was that people were connecting with me through that. I have had so many brides book me because I was a foster mom and because they connected with me through that. They loved our heart to serve people. And they connected with something as simple as that, which is so not exciting, being a mom and having morning coffee and going on walks and going to the park. Like, nothing about that is exciting, but it makes me who I am. It makes me a real person. And so sharing those things authentically is a way to connect with my clients. So think about things that you can do to show up. A disclaimer, a little important thing about this is that you do have to have boundaries. I think that some people, when I share this, they think I have to share every single thing. I have to get on my Instagram stories all day long. And you're not an influencer. You don't have to show every part of your life. In fact, I would encourage you not to share every part of your life. There are a lot of things that people don't know that I don't share. I share the pieces of me that I choose to share. And I think that's important because, for one, for your safety, and for 2, it keeps you from getting burnout. If you feel like you have to turn on your phone all day long, anytime you're doing anything, to share that with the world, then you're just giving a little bit too much, and it can be exhausting. So make sure that you have boundaries in what you're sharing. And it also allows you to curate a little bit and just to allow those really deep connection points, right? When I share about fostering, when I share about my love for coffee, when I share about my love for Chick-fil-A, when I share about our travels, and our hiking adventures, our trips to the beach. When I share about those things, I can share about those consistently because we do those things a lot. Those are really important things to us. If I were to share about every little tiny thing, then people wouldn't really know like what's really important to me. So set those boundaries and find the specific things that you can share about. Also, I forgot to mention, I have a guide. It's called How to Book More Clients for Free, and I'm going to put that link in the show notes. If you guys want, in the show notes, that's not what it's called on YouTube. I'm going to put that link somewhere for you to find. If you guys want to download that, it just goes into a little bit deeper dive of exactly what you should share and how you should share it, and just a little bit more helpful tips. So that will be there for you guys. Just wanted to throw that out there. But that's your first takeaway right today, is to start sharing yourself authentically. Another rule, I said make sure you have boundaries, but also make sure that you're staying true to yourself. If I were to get on my Instagram stories and pretend like I traveled across Europe and I was one of those people that I aspired to be one day, that's not who I am, right? I am a mom of 2 kids, and I do a lot of very simple things. I have really cute kids, and I'm content just going to the park with my kids or going to the beach for the weekend or different things like that. So make sure that you are showing who you really are and not just who you would like people to think that you are. I think that's really important. So that's the number one way to start getting clients on Instagram, is just to start showing up as yourself. Be true to yourself. Start sharing little pieces so that people will connect with the person behind the business. That's so important. Number 2 is connect with potential clients. I think that a lot of people were like stuck in this game of battling the algorithms of Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Clubhouse. Are people on Clubhouse still? But we're like stuck in this game of trying to be all of the algorithms, and we forgot why social media was started in the beginning, why we really loved social media in the beginning. And that is that we wanted to connect with people. We wanted to share things with our friends that were going on, and we wanted to see what our friends were doing, and we wanted to like comment on their posts, and we wanted to send them a message. And maybe this sounds really old, makes me sound really old because I am a grandma at heart. But you know, on Facebook, you used to be so excited to see like your messages on Messenger, and like, you know, even the stupid stuff, like you could poke someone and like whatever, all of that stuff. We used to really love just interacting with people, and we've kind of gotten away from that. And as creators, we have a tendency to just like throw content out and like, oh, no one's interacting, or I'm not booking clients, but I'm posting every single day on my feed. And we forget that there are real people on Instagram. So find your potential clients. Look at where they're hanging out. Look for venues that they are touring, and look for different places that your ideal client is going to be. I'm a wedding photographer, so something that I like to do is add my bridesmaids on Instagram, because for once I can tag them when I share their stories, but also, you know, they're going to be getting married one day, and so I'm continuing those connections with them. So find potential clients and just interact with them. Don't do it like in a scammy way, but just encourage them and be a real person behind the app. So start just connecting with people. I would encourage you, instead of just like posting and ghosting, when you do your next Instagram post, spend 15 or 20 minutes on the app just going through and like commenting on people's posts, encouraging them, saying things that you like about them, just interacting with people, and just reminding people that they're real people behind your business, right? So just start connecting with people. You don't have to spend all day on the app. In fact, I would encourage you not to spend all day in the app. It can get very draining and exhausting if you do that. But just post, set 15 minutes. Okay, as soon as I post, I'm going to start engaging with these people. And as soon as someone comments on your post, comment back. Remember that they're a real person, and pretend you're having a conversation with them in real life, and just encourage them and respond and just be a real person. Third thing is connect with vendors, or connect with other people in your industry, connect with other people that you would want to work with, other small business owners. As a wedding photographer, I like to follow other planners and venue owners and different things like that. One, because I love creating community, and I love to encourage them. I love to see what they're doing and to comment on their posts, and to just come together like we're all doing the same, working in our office by ourselves every day. And so I like to just encourage them. But that's just creating those connection points. I've gotten a lot of referrals from people that I had not even met in person just because I had showed them that I was a real person and I had treated them like a friend before I even met them in person. Just a little recap, ways to use Instagram to get dream clients. First, share authentically who you are. Second, connect with potential clients. Third, connect with other vendors or other colleagues to encourage each other. So I said at the end of every video, I'm gonna try to give a challenge because I want this to be really practical and I want you to start seeing a difference today with what you hear on my channel. So first of all, you're gonna do a brain dump. You can even pause this right now and do it right now if you want to. Just set a timer for 60 seconds and brain dump things about yourself. Things that are actually true, not just things that you want to be true. Brain dump all kinds of different things. And if you download my free guide, How to Book More Clients for Free, you'll see I did like a sample brain dump of what my brain dump would look like. And I gave you a place to write all of that in. So you can even like print that as a workbook if you want. But do your 60-second brain dump, write all kinds of things about yourself. Don't overthink it, just write the first things that come to mind. And then once your timer's over, you can look back at that list and I would say choose 5 or 6 of your like core connection points. So 5 or 6 things that you can start sharing about today. It can be your family, it can be your marriage, it can be traveling, it can be your favorite coffee shop, it can be just anything that's like unique about you. Okay, so brain dump, choose those 5 or 6 things. That's your first part of the challenge. And second challenge is just to start showing up, okay? The first time that I did an Instagram story, I recorded it probably 54 times and I was like sweating and I spent like an hour doing my hair and my makeup. And now if you guys follow me on Instagram, which I'll put that link here too, if you guys follow me, you'll see that I show up professionally, but I also show up any time of day and I just show up as who I am. And it's not nearly as scary once you've been doing it a while. So just start showing up. Set small goals for yourself. Maybe say, okay, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm gonna show up on my story and I'm gonna share something personal about myself. And just start there. Don't feel like you have to be on there every single day, all day long, but start with that small goal and just start showing up. So please, if this was helpful, let me know in the comments. And if you started sharing on your stories, then you can tag me or just DM me or leave a comment below and let me know that you did it so that I can encourage you and cheer you on. Thank you guys for coming to my YouTube channel. I hope that I was able to encourage and empower you today, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.